Alright, recording started. Wow, that was a loud noise. And you can see everything fine?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet, let's do this thing.
Yep.
So it's funny, something interesting happens right away here. As you land on this boost, you make a very slight turn to your right. Right here. That totally kills any chance you have of making a defensive play on this ball. And it forces you into this less than optimal wall play. So if I let that go at 100, you see you make like a slight hesitation to the right.
Yeah. But yeah.
And that would have made getting back defensively a lot easier. You'd have a lot more boost and maybe have been able to get a better clear. That's a fine enough decision because you had the boost for it. Let's see. Challenge is good. That's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this whole sequence one more time, maybe at half. He just got you to cross over. You're trying to shadow there, and that's just nothing you can do because you were already out of position from the first play. And then we go a long period here before any goals or anything, so I'm interested. That's a situation where you kind of know right from the start that he's going to beat you to that ball because he's coming at it with momentum. He's already in the air. You haven't even landed on the ground yet. So going up isn't necessarily correct. You could either go up the wall and try and read him or just wait for his touch and try and read where it's going to hit the ground. This is fine. That, again, sort of a not feasible beat because he's already on the wall and you're not, and the ball's heading his direction, so that's just sort of the better thing to do here. Let me think. The better thing to do here is probably to let him touch rather than going up and to have you start curving out left to get back to the back post because we can see that oops, nope, give me player view. We can see that your teammate is in position for whatever Corrupted is going to do. There's nothing Corrupted can do here that that your teammate can't cover, and I think he successfully does. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You got really far. Oh no, I don't want fly cam. Come on now. You got really far out. When you missed that touch, just because you flipped at it, you put yourself even further out of position.
Yeah.
The demo there is the right play. He was just faster. This is good positioning for a pass. You just went up and missed it. That's a hands mistake, not a brain mistake. Let me see that one more time.
I think I remember being confused about wide and Adidas. He got it under me, I think.
He got it under you. He just beat you pretty cleanly. You could have snagged this side boost and started to turn back for a better position. And the reason for that is when the ball is... So he gets a sick half flip. And when the ball is right here, you can see that he's driving at the ball and you're driving like perpendicular to the ball, so you know he's going to get there first. And he kind of just got to do whatever he wanted. You're hustling back to the correct side, so that's good. This is a little finicky thing. Here.
Okay.
You come back, and as you pass the play, so now you're behind the play, or in front of the play rather, you turn out to the right before making this turn to the left. You'll see it again here. You start to turn right to get on the short side of the play, and it ends up working out because Pluto puts the ball that way. But had he put the ball to your left side, you would now... So say the ball was over near your teammate and Pluto had it, you would be in a horrible defensive position because you're on the same post, just because of the direction that you turned in.
Yeah.
You got to the same position, it just took you longer to do it. Yeah, that's a good challenge. That's sort of floundering, and that comes from this. Can I get a slow speed? Thank you. That comes from this. You here could have been potentially holding power slide, and then you're like sliding so that your nose would have gone down instead of up.
Okay.
And you could have had your nose to the ground and possibly gotten to this ball. I understand what you're doing here. Once you've landed poorly, you're trying to fix it, and it's just hard to tell your orientation. So like that's fine. You're trying to fix it. It's not like you're just completely flailing. That's a tough play. The pass wasn't great. That right there is a pretty big, or can be a pretty big issue against good teams. As you come back here, you get indecisive. You make this cut to the left thinking, oh, I can go challenge him. Right here. You cut right, like I can go challenge him. You know, what are you doing in this situation? If you think about your car's angle and your teammate's angle, if Corrupted just hard shoots this, it's in.
Yeah.
From this angle. Thankfully he didn't. But now you've got you and your teammate in the exact same spot, in the exact same orientation, so you're only covering half the field. And I don't know where your teammate goes here, so I'm actually interested. Again, you're covering the same side. He needs boost, so I understand why. Let's see. So you rotate back post. That's good. You're staying on the outside or the inside of the play here, which is good. Turning away makes sense because you know that your teammate's going for that air play. Right there, you just got caught. You got caught watching somebody air dribble and not making a decision about it. Right here, you have to decide: am I going up or am I turning back and making a better position? Because if you just stay here, he's going to beat you. And it's funny, you can actually see it. Right here, you back up and then go forward again. Like, you actually start reversing for a touch and then going forward. Whereas, had you just committed, you might have been able to get to that ball and, like, pinched it or something. Because right here, you have rights to this ball. You can get to this ball before Pluto does. And right here especially. Just based on the way the cars are facing. But because you got up late, you essentially beat yourself. It's a fine touch. I don't agree with the follow, but it's not the worst option. Good demo.
I'm pretty sure my words were "fuck you, Gabe."
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, this whole sequence, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but as you come through here, your teammates got decent control of the situation. I understand wanting to slow the play down. You get bumped, and then you roll back. I guess it was just all momentum. Yeah, okay, that was all momentum, so it's hard to deal with. You could try to flip and stop yourself, but then you're just slow. So I don't think there's anything you could have done. This is pretty simple. Good thought, not great execution, because if you actually make the power clear here, it's in the other corner. So I don't have a problem with that play. That's just practice. That's just a whiff. You had enough boost, so it's not a bad decision. Alright. Yep, you know you need boost here. That's a time-killing play to let your teammate back. I like that a lot. This is kind of just... there comes a point right about here where you're kind of hiding Pluto, but I think you know he's going to beat you at this point.
Yeah.
And you're still boosting upward, losing speed. So rather than having 20 boost and being closer to the ball, you have 5 boost and you're further from the ball.
So just not following that situation?
If you can recognize, I would say, let's see, let me run it at full speed so I can be fair. And I'm going to pause it right where I recognize that I'm beat. Right here, I got, it's actually a tiny bit earlier because you had to, I would have probably bailed out right like here, because I know that I'm going to have to gain a lot of upwards height, and trying to gain upwards height when I'm already kind of only moving sideways uses a lot of boost and it's slow. So I could have probably gotten to the ground with about 28 boost and been closer to the ball. So right now I would have 28 boost. So it ends up that they whiffed, and that's, you know, it works out. But that's one of those little things that's going to help you just in case you need to recover. You're in good positioning here, and it turns into a goal. You know, you can't complain about that at all. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, I ducked the shit out of Pluto. I felt really good.
Let's see, teammates back right. That's a finicky thing. You rotated back on the same side as the play, but that's just where you ended up after the kickoff. It's a good demo out of your teammate. Good decision to move up. I mean, it's a strong shot. Pluto makes a good save. Okay, because I do have something to say about this position. You can do it, Rocket League. Are we even still in a call?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Wow. So right here, you turn off ball cam. You see there's no boost there. You still drove really close to the boost pad. Now you're looking down the field. You see there's no boost here. Right?
Yeah.
You see where there is boost? The diagonal line between you and the back right boost. So you could get into this play half a field quicker and have 35 to 50 boost.
I didn't even realize that lane was there.
Yep. And if you watch pro matches and like analyze the directions that they take, they're always running these diagonal lines, or they run that center line boost back to your net. You don't have to get the full pad to make a good play. So let me see here. He's up. He's just killing you, and that's a hell of a good play. Rocket League, you're being a pain.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we do here. Let's see what we do here.
I probably should have gone far post instead of near, and maybe gave myself a better shot at it.
Yes, but where is your teammate? Oh, he's way out of the play. Then yeah, you got to get to the back post here.
Yeah.
So you move to the back post. You can watch what Corrupted does. And if you were on the back post here, I'd like to think you'd be able to see Pluto going up better. And based on where he meets this ball, if you were back post, you're driving forward at the ball to save it instead of doing this crazy acrobatic backflip.
Yeah.
So that's good because you noticed that before I even said it.
Yeah. Or I could just face the opposite way.
Sure.
I don't, you know, but either way.
Alright, teammate up for a ball. It's going to come straight down and he should score. Yes, he does. That's a good comeback goal, though. That sets a statement. You get beat on a stall kickoff, not much you can do, not much your teammate can do here. that's just getting faked, and that's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's actually incredibly interesting.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I'd love to know why ball cam comes off here.
It's become a habit, and it's mainly just so I can, like, I know where the ball's gonna go.
Like, it's not
trust myself to
necessarily a bad thing. I'm just really
Yeah.
curious
It's
by
just
it.
like, it's so I can see my car. Like, I'm focused on my car and, like, how I'm positioned and where I'm gonna hit the ball.
Right, right.
But I do that a lot.
Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy. If you want me to nitpick just a little tiny bit,
Sure.
right here. Oh, no. I gotta see it. Oh, now Rocket League's gonna be slow. I gotta see it before you turn the camera off. So right here, you could have actually hit the ball with your roof. You could have angled to hit it with your roof instead of turning to get it with your nose. And possibly put it into the corner a little bit further.
Yeah.
It works out because you still end up getting this save because Pluto kind of took a poor shot, but
Yeah.
that pinch is fine. You get your boost here. You know your teammate's far behind, and you're down by a goal here. Move back post here, because now you're in the net turning against the play. Right here, there's a little like path where you can take get the mini boost pad in front of you and the mini boost pad at center field, and then
Yep.
the mini boost pad on the back post. You'll have 80 boost, be on the back post, and be in a better position for this save.
Yeah.
I
think at this point I was just kind of panicking because, like,
yeah, and I mean it doesn't amount to anything, but like it's just again some of those line paths, and that's the whole game. But I do kind of want to show you something. Assuming this is actually corrupted, I don't know if it is or not.
It is. It was.
I'm just gonna take like the center of like this this big long green non-stoppage, and you watch. Let's see if we can catch him in a well, we'll keep it at full speed. Let's see if we can catch him in a good rotation. He's got full boost here, so it doesn't matter. That's just a good half flip.
Yeah.
I want to catch him coming back on defense. Here's probably going to be a good example. His rotate is directly through. He actually missed that one, but it's directly through these small boost pads the whole time. He's basically playing connect the dots with boost pads. When he's not positioning himself for a shot. Okay, this is probably going to be a good opportunity because he's low boost. He actually missed the one. I saw an attempt for it, but he just missed it. Now he's going to get that full boost. So anyway, that's just kind of something interesting that you're going to see out of a lot of pro players, is just they're always pathing through these little mini diagonals and stuff. And if you can sort of turn them into lines based on your camera view and think boost pads rather than the full pills in the corner, you're just going to have a lot more boost to do what you need to do. You don't have bad boost management, but it never hurts to have more.
Alright, for sure.
Okay.